Now we'll talk about this year's game-specific definitions. This section tends to change every year depending on the new game. This year's game, Spin Up, has some specific terminology that I'd like to share with you. The first term is barrier. That's the blue that you see in this photo. It's an element that makes an edge of each low goal. It helps define the low goals. The next term, covered. And this means at the end of the game, the robot is touching a particular tile. It's a field tile status. The next definition is disk. This describes the object that can be manipulated by the robots. They have specific size, weight, diameter, and there may be some variance of plus or minus 0.02 inches between disks. The next term you see here is endgame. Endgame refers to the final 10 seconds of the match. This section talks about the different types of goals. There are two different types. You have your high goal, pictured above, and you have your low goal, which is pictured below. The next term is loader. This is a metal ramp, one per alliance, that can be used to introduce match load discs during the match. And we'll go more into this later. Here you have a net. This is one of two woven nylon mesh structures located between the high goals in opposing corners. Owned. This means controlled. It's an object that either the red team or the blue team controls. We'll get into this later as well. The next term, preload. These are discs that you can place in the robots prior to the start of each match. The next term is possession. It's a disk status, and a robot is considered to be in possession of a disk if the robot is carrying, holding, or controlling the movement of a disk such that the robot changes direction. The disk will move along with the robot. Therefore, pushing or plowing the disks is not considered possession, but using the concave portions of a robot to control the movement of disks is considered possession. Pictured here is a roller, and this is one of 4 elements mounted to the field perimeter that can be owned to score points. Each roller has 2 pairs of pointers that, when viewed from above, indicate which alliance owns the roller. In head-to-head matches, they begin in neutral positions. And we'll get more into this later as well.